G'day from Isan. I wanted today to do a video on a much promised topic, which was the tropical gardens we have here, but not in a sort of show you the garden thing, but the actual plants that we've used, what's worked for us, and the sort of context that we've used to create this garden. So for people watching, it'll be of interest to anybody who's living in a tropical climate, whether you're living here or somewhere else. I'm not going to get too technical because I can't. I'm not a technical gardener. I know what I like. I've added some names which may or may not be correct. They've come from a software program. I've got no idea. So, but really the names, if you're living in Thailand, the names are a waste of time. If you go into a garden centre and ask for plants by their technical names, nobody will know what you're talking about. So what I'm going to do is add a blog post which will have photos of everything I'm talking about now. So if you do go to a garden centre, you can just show people photos or just wander around and find things that you've spotted in this video or in the blog that works in your situation. This is the side of the house, and a few plants I'll point out to you here. Goons use these which are boat lilies or oyster plants as ground cover everywhere. They're absolutely brilliant. They work in sun or shade. They're dense planting. No weeds get through them. We have almost a weed-free garden because of these plants. Really recommended. And all of these are cuttings. You just break bits off, stick them in some soil, give them a bit of water, and 3 days later they're up and away. These are bougainvillea in the background, and we've used them in two ways in the garden. One is like here, a shrub, here providing shade. This is east here, so morning sun, shade to the walls. And here you'll see this is bougainvillea again, going up this pergola and providing incredibly dense shade for a bedroom window that otherwise would get morning sun. These are beautiful, beautiful tropical plants. These are some of my favourite when they're really working. These are Hawaiian tea plants, Hawaiian tea plants, I think. Once again, grown from cuttings. You can chop them off and plant the tops, and the bottom will regrow. They'll start off probably green, and then they do change into this beautiful sort of burgundy colour. These, I think, canna, C-A-N-N-A plants, and you can either grow them in the soil, or in this case we grow them in water. I'll show you some more shortly. Trying to get through this quickly because it's got so much to cover. At the back, these are golden palms. You can see why they're called golden palms. They're normally green, but they do change into this golden colour as we head into the wet season. They would be over 3 meters high. They're 4 years old. They were planted in rubbish soil, so they're a bit slower. I'll show you some other ones that are growing really well in the new garden, and they add about a metre a year. You can buy them for about 150 baht, about $7 Australian. Beautiful trees, once again, used here for shade, and great hedging plants as a sort of privacy. We've planted them a metre apart, and they're sort of bamboo trunks, really attractive, very nice. What else can I show you? Here we've got, this is the entrance to the new tropical garden. These are spider plants, one of my favourites. Sun or shade, pots or in the ground, they work equally well. A beautiful splash of colour, in the garden. You can buy mature ones of these from 100 baht up to 250 baht, and they really look terrific. Which way we'll go? We'll go this way. These are snake plants. Next door are these ones with the yellow edges, very beautiful, mother-in-law tongue. That's where I sort of say that there's no use going to a Thai garden centre and asking for mother-in-law tongue, because you're most likely to actually meet the mother-in-law, not see the plant. These are ferns. I've got quite a lot of these. These do need shade. They don't take sun very well at all. They grow great in shade, and they quickly spread and have a root system that takes these leaves and starts to cover the area pretty well. They're called a Tiberius sword fern. And the plants, the ones on the right are Canna again, I think, C-A-N-N-A, and the one on the left is Umbrella papyrus, and these are the and you can grow them soil, or they will actually grow in water, as you can see. These are the ones that the old ladies of the village will cut and dry and turn into the mats that you see everywhere in Thailand that people sit on, different coloured mats. They actually originate from this plant. So walking through, I mean, Boon's used the oyster plant or boat lily as just to fill in space everywhere. This is another Canna plant, C-A-N-N-A, with the papyrus on the left there. Heading out, this is the old garden. This is 4 years old. This is our original garden, and you can see that Gun's used boat lilies as sort of edging to the path. Really nice. The orange hedge is a Chinese Ixora, I-X-O-R-A, and makes a beautiful hedge. Flowers a little bit most times a year, but at the moment it's flowering really well. The bit that's flowering the best is actually close to that sprinkler, so it really likes the water. Sweeping across, this hedge in the background is, I don't know the name of it, but it actually grows into a tree. If you go into a garden centre, you'll find them, they're usually in a sort of a pyramid shape, but if you leave them to their own devices, they actually grow into a large tree with hanging roots coming from the branches. But if you keep them cut, they make a beautiful hedge, which is what Gun has done here, with a doorway cut through into the carport. Snake plant again. Once again, these trees been extensively used as hedges. People next door are delivering soil, just the right timing. These hedging plants are called a Fukian tea tree. In Australia, we'd call them a box plant, box hedging, I think. But anyway, it could be another name for the same thing or a different variety. So it's Fukian, F-U-K-I-E-N, tea tree. Gun's kept these. They grow really thickly. You could lie on that almost. They like water, and they grow like crazy, as you can see here. They need constant pruning. then keeping on the theme of hedges, these are the same tea trees in the background, but these ones haven't been. Gun does prune them, but not to the same extent, and they haven't been getting water. They lose some of their leaves, or a lot of their leaves actually, during the cool season, and they put them back on again in the wet season, which has only just started. So as a hedging plant, if you can't water them, they're mixed success. I wouldn't totally recommend them, but maybe if you take longer to have them grow, so that if you keep them shorter like this and then let them grow taller over time, maybe they grow into a better hedge. We sort of let them grow tall maybe too quickly. I don't know. Yeah, right. The quiet of an Isan village. This is our sort of utility area, water and recycling. These are those hedging plants I told you about before. This is the west side of the house, so it catches late afternoon sun. So we've planted up heavily with these plants. This is our outside dining area. So we've planted up heavily with these plants. You've got golden palms behind, and then the hedge behind that. So although it's only 3 meters to the fence line, you'd never know there's another property next door, which is a barren wasteland. It's typical Isan rubbish. Mother-in-law tongue again. Beautiful area this. And this is round to our Thai kitchen, Aussie barbecue. Never used because I can't afford beef. A little oven in the corner. Gun cooks 98% of the time inside. We have a beautiful kitchen inside. But if she's doing something really spicy or hot, then she comes out here and cooks here. These are more boat lilies. And then this, underneath that's actually the septic system, but Gordon's planted it up so that you don't actually see the lid. These are the golden palms again, and on this side of the house they haven't turned golden yet. That hedge is actually a bougainvillea. Then more plants. These ones I haven't got the name to. I'll add it on the blog post. They're the ones, you can see the little white flowers on them. The locals harvest those flowers and make the flower garlands you see people selling at traffic lights for 20 baht. That's what they sort of thread these flowers onto those garlands, and they form the basis of the garlands. We've got two lime trees at the back. They're off season at the moment. Limes are expensive here at the moment, well, meaning that they're 50 baht a kilo. And more actually. You'll pay 20 baht for a small plate of limes with these little baby ones on. This is an incredible tree. This just never stops producing. This mango tree. This is a new one in that it's 4 years old. So it's growing well. This is a mango for Farang. It produces the sweet yellows mangoes that you'd recognise from supermarkets in Western countries. If you're buying mangoes, there are all sorts of different types. So don't let your Thai partner select the mangoes, particularly if she's from Isan, because you'll end up with the other types of mangoes, which are, some of them are sour and they're eaten almost like an apple. They're crunchy, green and sour, not for Farang people at all. And Thais or Isan people eat them often with chili powder and brown sugar. So if you're expecting the lovely juicy yellow sweet mangoes, you need to make sure you actually get at least a couple of those trees planted, and then let your Thai partner go wild on the rest of them. This is our water system. We have a bowl. It's hidden away in the corner here. And then back to the bedroom again. I'll do some more. I'll do another video to show you a different variety, but I think that's probably enough of me talking for one video. Yeah, so number 2 on its way. Cheers.